All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Just wanted to say a big thank you for kicking this off with such great support, positive vibes. I can't thank you enough. It was so cool getting so many fun messages from folks around 3126 and even around our coalition here in KVK3, enemy and ally. Like it's fun to see content brought down to the KVK level. Of course, we all love watching some of the big creators, but it is nice to see. I've always enjoyed seeing some of the individual creators that are coming into the game and learning and growing. And, there's some that have been around the game for a long time. There's some like me that haven't been around the game for a crazy long time. So, like I said in the first video, I've had some incredible mentors that have just changed my entire perspective on the game, have given me so much great advice. And yeah, shout out to them. They know who they are. It's been fun. But, which brings us to today. So, right now in the background, you're probably seeing some footage from last night. Still, I probably haven't gotten enough sleep. But last night was the kickoff for our troop training in 3126. We decided to not train on day one out of respect for our fixed mightiest governor. In hindsight, we could look at it and be like, it really wasn't, was it worth it? Was it not worth it? But hey, out of respect for the people that we had already given that fixed list to, it felt like the right thing to do. And thankfully, our leaders here in 3126 voted accordingly, which was terrific to see. So, as an R5 and as someone on the council here, seeing leaders own their word and keep the agreement, I'm all for it. So, all that to say, I think I trained. I think it was last. I think 20 million, maybe 21 million power. So it was a pretty hefty push. Which brings me to this: Phoenix Euro, who I believe I want to say is the second biggest account in 3100, who is also the Imperium that we are going up against. He decided it was time to push. So what has happened is me and him are now in a race to the finish line here. So it's closing in. It's getting closer to reset. I know I'm going to have to make my final push. I'm just waiting and confirming that I'll have Duke coming my way. It's going to be intense. It's going to be fun. I probably should have done a little bit better prep work getting some of these speed ups ready and everything, but it's going to be a good race to the finish line. So we are going to see how this goes. So I think we got 6 minutes to go. I don't know. So, all right, let's do this thing. I don't know why I did that. The price should be in effect here. All right, gonna load up some troop boosts and get that going here. Oh man, okay, 48 million. Phoenix popped up to 50.7. Okay, let's get to it. I'll be honest, it's been really cool seeing him push as well. I mean, as a 200 million plus power cross season, it's got to have a killer account. That thing has got to be an absolute beast. So I'll be the first to admit, as a same season quote unquote Kraken, did I need to do it this way? I didn't, but it's been fun. Especially this last Zenith, getting to push. I know there was a lot of folks around our kingdom that probably chuckled a little bit seeing a same season go for that. But I think in the long run, the 15% health on this account is going to be valuable. I don't see any reason to not go ahead and push this account to its max and have some fun with it. I certainly won't be the most powerful out on the field. Don't get me wrong. I am not disillusioned to where I stand in the rock tiers, of accounts and their value. We've got some incredible cross season that came into 3126 here. Sadly, I had to fight them when I was in 3124 as the king there, and it was a challenge. It was a challenge. Let's just say that watching them have such high activity and then having those whales and krakens come bearing down on us was, yeah, I did not sleep a whole lot during those initial days of that KVK, there we go. Okay, Duke's on me. Let's do this thing. Let's see how we can close this out. But yeah, it was a good time. Hey, I mean, and at the end of it, got to watch 3126, who, to be frank, is under completely new leadership and has changed the culture around this kingdom entirely. I like to think our group that came in from 3124 has gotten to be a super positive part of that. Um, and it's been a joy to get to meet everyone and get to know everyone. And let's be honest, trying to trying to grow your kingdom, there are toxic kingdoms and just horribly managed kingdoms all around this game. There are. And even the large ones, there's some really bad ones. But once you get to SOC, from everything that I can see, research, talk to people about, most kingdoms that succeed tend to get most of their negativity and their cruddiness out. There are going to be good people and bad people. That's just how it goes. But you just have to hope that good leaders show up and make the most of it. So I like to think that 3126 is on the up and up. I think we've got some really cool upside ahead of us, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I know our my group of friends that have been in game are excited to be a part of it, and yeah, I mean we're excited. It's going to be a fun. I mean, the ruins and the Kingsland in this KVK is going to be intense. There's going to be some really good fights. I know I'm pumped about it, and I know our folks are here as well. So I'm gonna load up these 7-day speed ups. This is probably I could just gym them, but I'll be honest, I'm in a habit of doing of buying the speed ups because we just had a 20 gold head event, based on, of course, building research training speed ups that you use. I think, or maybe it was research training. I don't remember. Either way, 20 gold heads. I was not upset about, considering closing that event out today. So coming into reset, but. All right, let's see. We're going to finish this thing up. I think we've just got, I think we got just, I don't even know how much more time's left. It's not a whole lot. Okay, I'm going to load up a few more of these. Okay. Oh boy. Done. Are you kidding me? Got it. All right. That was intense. That was intense. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw up the final score screenshot that I'm sure I will take, at the end of the actual pre-KVK, instead of going and setting up and filming tomorrow. So I will throw that on the screen. But shout out to 3100 for an amazing stage 2. Y'all did a great job. I'm super proud of 3126 for all the effort and activity that we've got rolling here going into the end of this pre-KVK and kicking off our actual KVK3. And shout out to them. And shout out to Phoenix Euro. Thanks for, that was a great push. I hope we get to see each other out there in ruins and in the open field. And yeah, great push, mate. That was a fun end of that event there. Well, end of stage 2. But like I said, I'm pretty confident. And based on the screen everyone should be seeing, I have a feeling whoever won that stage 2 was going to win the event. So making up 2 million plus points in forts is no thank you. No thank you. So awesome. Well, hey, thanks for joining me, everyone. I appreciate you tuning in. Make sure to hit the subscribe, the like button, leave a comment, say hello. Feel free to message me in game and say, hey, I try to get back to as many messages as I can, but of course, between leadership, work, and just life in general, sometimes that's not always possible, but I will do my best. So thanks so much. Can't wait to see you around in the game or here on YouTube. So thank you much. Appreciate y'all.